Tennessee. I'm Phyllis, Hazelwood Homestead. I hope you've been following my channel and I hope you've been enjoying it. And I want to welcome you today and thank you so much for viewing the channel. My new video today, we're going to make something that you may have had, you may not have. You see what all I've got out here. I've got a little bit of everything. And can you guess what I'm going to be making? If you can, let me know in the comments that you did guess what we're going to make today. And I'm going to get started on it. I'm going to go ahead and chop up some of my vegetables, my peppers and my tomatoes that I'm going to be using, and my little red onion. I'm going to go ahead and chop those up, and then I'll be right back. I don't want to keep you on the camera for all of that, so I'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back. I've got everything ready. I want to show you, I chopped up in the description for what we're making. I've got everything ready, but the name of it is Tennessee Caviar. Now, you might have heard of it as being Texas caviar, or maybe cowboy. Might say cowboy caviar. So that's what we're making today. So simple. It's great if you're going to a barbecue or you're going to somebody's house. This is a wonderful little thing, a little appetizer before the meal. Or if you're cooking out, this is a wonderful thing to have for people that are outside cooking or having a barbecue and just have little nibbles before all the meat is done on the grill. So I'm going to show you how to make, or how we make, Tennessee caviar in Tennessee today. So just follow along with me. I'll have the recipe in the description box below. I've cut up 4 Roma tomatoes. And the reason I did the Roma tomatoes, because they don't have as much juice. They're a little less juicy. So that's why I use the Roma. After I got my Roma tomatoes in, I chopped up, and I'll bring this up close where you can see it. I chopped up half of a large bell pepper, half of a red pepper, large one. I put half of a small red onion and the whole small red, a whole Vidalia onion. You know, I can't make something without putting Vidalia onions in it. So this is what I chopped up off camera, so you would not have to watch all of that going on. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put this, I'm going to add this to our bowl, and then we'll start mixing up. So let's add it. Guys, if you've never had this, it's a great base of a dip that you would eat with chips. You can eat it with sliced cucumbers if you're not eating the chips. And you can add just about anything you want to. My recipe did call for red pepper flakes and jalapenos, but I just think that's just a little too hot for what my family likes to eat. Now this is a can of diced green chilies, not hot ones, but you can put hot. We're just going to put those in. Should have brought my garbage can over here. I found this today and I had never seen it before. It is a can of tri beans. It is a 15-ounce can. It has red kidney beans, pinto beans, and black beans. So I'll be putting these in. They look good. The next thing I'm going to put in is a can, and I put mild Rotel. You can put hot Rotel in it if you want to. I just put the mild. Now y'all see how easy this is? It's so simple. And the next thing I'm going to be putting in, which you know how much I love pinto beans. So I'm going to be adding a can of pinto beans. Let's say you don't like pinto beans, then you don't have to add them. You can add whatever kind of bean you like. I love pintos, so I'm going to put pintos in. Okay. You see how easy this recipe is? And you know how I love corn. If you watched any of my videos, you know how I love corn. Now my cans are 15 ounces. Everything I've got is like a 15 ounce. I think that's right. Yeah, 15 ounces. Now, the key to this thing, and I know a lot of people don't like black-eyed peas. They're delicious to us, so this really, to me, makes it the black-eyed peas. I just think that it just makes the recipe, the black-eyed peas. There go the black-eyed peas. Did I tell y'all to drain all the water off of these vegetables? I hope I did. Drain your water off of your vegetables. Now, what I'm going to do now is just take my little stirring thing, and I'm just going to move everything around, stir it up. Now, you see what a gob of this stuff it makes. Doesn't it make a lot? I'm not going to tell you all the things you can add in here. You add what you like. And yes, we're going to season it. But you add what you think. Oh, my family won't eat that if it's got that in it. Don't make it where they won't eat it. Just keep mixing it up. Keep blending it. You see how pretty it is? All different colors. I haven't put 2 cans of corn. I thought I needed a little more corn because the yellow is so pretty. So I think I might add a little more corn. Not the whole can yet. I'm going to see what it looks like before I add any more. And another thing I'm going to add, let me grab it. I did not pick it up, so let me jump over here. All right. To this, I'm going to add, but I tell you what I think I'm going to do first. I think I'm going to take one of my empty cans, and I'm going to drain off just a little bit of this juice. And if you need to do that, just go ahead and do that too. All right. Now that I've got that juice drained off, I'm going to be adding balsamic vinegar. If you have red wine, white wine vinegar, you can add all that. Plain vinegar, apple cider vinegar. I think it just gives it a good flavor. Now we're going to start, of course, adding our spices to this. My next thing that I will add will be sugar. I'm going to add probably at least, let me get my measuring cup down here. I'm probably going to add 1/3 of a cup to this size container. Now, if you double it, you, of course, double all of your ingredients. I'm going to add 1/3 a cup of pure white sugar to this bowl. Okay. And we'll mix that together. Stir it up. The best way to do this is to make it overnight, put it in your fridge with cling wrap on top. Just let everything soak together and then take it out. If you feel like you have too much juice on the bottom, you can put that in a colander and drain it before you take it to someone's house. Most people don't even mind the juice, and it's good just to stir it up every now and then. So let's get the rest of our ingredients. All right, my next thing that I'll be putting in is going to be 1 tablespoon of garlic. Powder. You can put fresh garlic. I'm just going to put some powder. That was a piece of onion. You have to look when you're cooking at your stuff. All right, let's get some salt and some pepper. Oh, I'm about out of pepper. I sure am. 1/2 a tablespoon of pepper. Oh, it already smells delicious. And I want to see where my paprika has gone off to. because I want to put the paprika. Also, half a tablespoon of salt. If you like salt, add some more. All right. The next thing I'm going to add is half a tablespoon of paprika. This is kind of what I add because I just like it. If you like red pepper flakes, put those in. Jalapenos, put those in. There's so many things, so many additives that you can add to this. Okay, let's give it a good stir. I know you can see the juice right there. I would not take any more juice off right now. Let all these flavors just ignite and have a party before you drain any juice off. Because you're going to have a little remaining juice in these cans. But pour it off the next day in a colander if you're going to take it somewhere. All right, let's see how mixed up it is. And like I said, this is going to be in the description box. Now, depending on what state you are in, I guess you know, if you live in Ohio, hi Becky, if you live in Ohio, you can say, I'm going to make Ohio caviar and bring it out and serve this. So I guess you can change it to match up to whatever state that you are in. And then, like I said, if you have different varieties of things that you want to put in, do it. After looking at this, I am going to add the other half of my corn. Because corn is a big deal in Tennessee. They're planting corn around us. The front field, the right field, the left field and the right field, all in corn. So we're just a bunch of corn eating people down here. Guys, I got my saran wrap out to wrap this up and put it in the fridge, and I said, oh my gosh, I forgot to tell you guys what I also add to this. I also put in a zesty Italian dressing or marinade. I got this at Kroger. I got the fat-free. 2 tablespoons has 20 calories. And I forgot to tell you, this makes it, it's great like it is. Don't get me wrong. But what I'm going to be adding is I'm going to be adding 2/3 of a cup. And you can add the whole bottle if you want. I don't. And I don't because children will probably be eating this. 2/3 a cup. And let me see how spicy this is. Oh yeah, that's good. Now, I'm going to finish stirring this up, and I cannot believe that I forgot to add our Italian dressing. In the zesty Italian dressing, it actually has a lot of other of the spices that we probably have already put in here. Yeah, a lot of it. Yeah. So that just kind of punctuates what we've already put in. So this is the final ingredient that I add, and now I will mix it all up. And I will actually let it, like it says on the bottle, I'm going to let it marinate overnight and get it out tomorrow and put it in my pretty bowl. I'm going to put it in the fridge. And guys, I hope that you all make this and enjoy it all summer long. You can make it for just about everything and for every reason. So just enjoy it. I know people will also enjoy it. Your family will. Your guest will have a ball with it. They'll say, oh, I can't stop eating this. It's kind of like that thing with popcorn when you just can't stop. You just can't stop. You just can't stop eating it. All right. I'm going to grab my saran wrap. I think I'm through now. I think I've got everything in. that needs to be in. And I'm going to put the saran wrap over it and put it in the fridge overnight and get it ready for my presentation tomorrow. Bye-bye.